turn it on.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the 13th annual Veneer Tech Craftsman's Challenge celebration. My name is Tim Fixmer, and I am a proud representative of the Woodworking Network. We've been partners with Veneer Technologies on this project for a number of years, and I can't tell you how proud we are to be a part of this important effort because of the importance of veneering, the technology, the concept of the lost art, marquetry. We think this is a very important part of our industry going forward, not just because of the artistry and the craftsmanship, which is phenomenal, but also because of the sustainability aspects of it. Hardwood is a renewable resource, but we all know that there are sustainability issues that we have to face, and veneering techniques and marquetry does a phenomenal job in addressing some of those issues. So our hats go off to all of you folks in your artistry and in your concern for the environment. Now, that being said, my job up here today is to introduce my good friend Alan Hubbard, who we've worked with for a number of years. And I have to tell you, before I introduce him, I've been trying to teach Alan to speak English for a number of years, but he refuses to cooperate. So you're going to have to bear with him a little bit, but he's a great guy, and he knows what he's talking about. He's a real expert and a real pro, my good friend Alan Hubbard. Alan, take it away.
Thank you, Tim. It's going to be below the Mason-Dixon line, so if you've never been there, you're probably going to have a hard time understanding what I'm saying. But I'll try to keep it. I'll try to keep it pretty straightforward. Yeah, like Tim said, this is 13th annual Veneer Tech Craftsman's Challenge. The purpose of the competition is ultimately to recognize the excellent craftsmanship through the use of veneer. It also does several other things. One, it provides a avenue for a marketing program and branding for our company, as well as Fixmers here. And one really unique thing that I've noticed after this is like my 8th year, that I've noticed what it does is and I noticed this on my day-to-day job, and I think we all do, but there's a lot of valuable information that we lose from the log, which is where we focus our strengths on. We're right there with the raw log, and we produce it into veneer, and then it goes into plywood. And after that, we kind of lose any kind of transparency. We never see where it goes, what it turns into. So through now with the Craftsman's Challenge, we almost like we have this connection with the end use, the final product, what it actually turned into, how they used it, how they finished it, so on and so forth. So I always find that's very cool. We always ask a lot of questions. Hey, what are you doing with this? What are you doing with that? And they say, oh, they're making a $100 million house and such and such and such. And that's you just imagine what that looks like. So you never get to see it. So with the challenge, the way it works is throughout the year, these craftsmen, they submit their entries via high-res photos to our online database, and then we accrue these photos, and then we bring in judges from around the country, throughout the industry. What we try to do is we try to pull one from the industry, one actual craftsman, one from the educational side of things, teacher, that sort of thing, and then one from the media. So it varies from year to year how we're able to do that because we're only bringing in 3, and I just listed 4. So we bring in 3 judges. They come to Veneer Tech, and they sit down for a day and a half, and they look at all these pictures, and they decide who's going to be the winners. So we have various categories, and that includes furniture, cabinetry. There's a student design, there's a marquetry, and then there's a specialty category. And throughout the years, we've had to do a few tweaks here and there. With the amount of entries that are in and out, and so we leave it up to the judges to ultimately make all the decisions. So they come in, they look at it. If they don't think it belongs in this specific category, they have the right to move it, and so on. If it looks more like this type of piece than that type of piece, they can move it. they can we have the categories, and I'm going to tell you how that works out in a minute, but they can have honorable mentions. They want to recognize somebody for something in particular. They have the right to do that. So the way it shakes out, the grand prize winner receives $3,000. And then the distributor supplying the grand prize winner gets $2,000. And then that distributor's sales representative gets $1,000. And the category winners each get $1,000. And then after that is the honorable mentions. And just I'll just tell you how Veneer Tech's behind this thing. We do our own little internal awards within Veneer Tech. So the most entries out of one territory is $1,000. Then the grand prize winner out of a territory is $1,000. And so what we're doing this year, we have our part of our team right over here, our Veneer Tech team. The prize money now, they're splitting it up because there's more than one person in each territory, which makes it a lot of fun. So everybody's behind it. Each year it seems to get better. This year we had 76 entries. It's not the most, but it's certainly not the least. And so it's fairly strong. So with that, I'd like to introduce the judges. We have two of our judges here with us today. Mike Taylor with States Industries and Karen Koenig. I even tried to write it down like it looked, but y'all come on up here. Yeah, take that thing and put it on the back. Yeah, here you go. Yeah. And as we get into this thing, we want to get some photos. Here we go. Steve Latta was our other judge. He was unable to be here, but these guys came to Veneer Tech. We're located in Newport, North Carolina, right on the Outer Banks. Spend a painful 2 days, right?
It was tough duty.
Tough duty, Mike says. Yeah, we try to treat them like kings. We tie them down in that conference room for a day and a half, but then we feed them pretty good, and we ride them around in the boat and that sort of thing, and it's a pretty good trip.
Steve gave us a great education on actual craftsmanship, so it's too bad that he couldn't be here, but we learned a lot too, I think. It's a lot of fun.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. You want to say something, Karen? Okay. All right. Thanks.
Is that it? We don't have to stand up here anymore?
You want to stand up here? So with all of the entries, not only the entries, but the winners as well, all of them are receiving valuable publicity through Veneer Tech's website, FDMC's website, magazines, so on and so forth. So it's a great way for these guys to get their names out there. And then the entries actually stay on our website. All the entries from every year are there. People can go in there and look at them, and just some real phenomenal work. All right, so we'll get started. I think we're going to do a little drawing. We got a little raffle. Did everybody put their name in the box somehow? If you don't have a business card, we can write on a piece of tissue paper or something. But what we got is a couple little knickknacks. So here's the box right here. You in on it, right? What's that? Yeah. So what we got is a wooden tie. Then we got a wooden set of cufflinks to go with it. I have no idea if they match or not. I can't dress like it. Anyway, and a set of earrings. Anybody else want to get in on it? Going once, going twice. Look at you. Well, get one of them to draw. Anybody. What are we drawing for? What are we drawing for? You pick something.
Tie.
Oh, straight for the tie. Pam Goldman. Pam. Hey, look at you. Look at you. All right. Yeah, you're very welcome. All right. Let's do another one, and then we'll go into it, and then we'll do one towards the end. I don't want to draw. Let Pam. Okay, there you go. I was gonna say make Pam draw it. Andrew Weiner.
Give him the earrings. Yeah. What are we drawing for?
The earrings. Oh, you'll be in good graces when you get home. You're welcome. That was kind of my thinking, you know. The fella's out of the house for about 4 days, and he comes home with a set of earrings. He might get a little swamp time over the weekend, you know. What's that? Oh, we went ahead and drew for the last one? No, okay.
Hold on, we'll save it.
Okay.
We'll save it for a minute. Let's do a couple of these.
Okay, so if you're present and I call your name, come on up here and we're going to give you the plaque and the check and take pictures and so on and so forth. So this year the judges awarded a tie in the student design category, and one of the winners is here with us today, John Cruz of Thaddeus Stevens College of Technology in Pennsylvania, for his Rhode Island Federal Serpentine Chest of Drawers. There he is. So, John, you want to say something? You want to tell him a little bit? You don't have to, no? Yeah, okay. So, the serpentine chest of drawers featuring mahogany with inlays of primavera and dyed antigray. All right? Yeah. Thank you very much. Congratulations. So, what's that? Yeah. I'm gonna get. Hey, John. Hey, John. John. Hey, stick around so we can get a picture later, okay? Also in the student design, the judges awarded an honorable mention to Derek McDonald of the Furniture Island Institute of Massachusetts for his federal-inspired side table featuring mahogany and burl oak. Is Derek here? Hey.
Good, Derek. Thank you. Sorry, it's not a lot of money, but it's a nice board. Do I get to keep the board?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Better smile than that. That's all you'll get.
You want to say something about it?
Nope.
All right. Congratulations. Present today in the furniture category, honorable mention winner is Tom McLaughlin of Epic Woodworking, Canterbury, New Hampshire. All right.
Oh, wow. Nice board.
There you go.
That's a lot. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate you entering.
Congratulations. You want to say something about it?
Just, I've seen this award presented a lot of years. A lot of my friends have been involved, and guys I admire have won. So it's just an honor to be a part of it and recognized this way. Thank you for doing that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Hey, stick around afterwards so we can get some pictures. Okay. Several representatives are with us today from the cabinetry category. Fritz Cabinetry and Furniture of Minnesota being recognized for their entry. Minnesota residents that utilizes a single flitch of quartered tropical olive throughout the home with quartered walnut and quarter-figured Movingi. Is that y'all? Come on up here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, that's me. I like the money.
Yeah. That way I can get rid of the microphone. You want to say something?
Thank you.
No. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, so before we do the grand prize winner, we'll go ahead and pull out the mystery card here. I think this thing might be rigged, but this is Dan Hitchcock. There you go. Yeah, man. And now to recognize the grand prize winner, who was also the top winner in the 2014 Craftsman's Challenge, Keith Morgan of Bespoke, Larchwood, Iowa, for the challenging Regency Circular Office. Come on up, Keith. Now they've started playing the video. You can actually see it here on the screens.
There's the good part. That's good stuff. Put that one in your office, put that one in your pocket.
All of the paneling, cabinets, and architectural accents are curved. Panels are crafted in Embuya burl with walnut trim. The cabinets are walnut. Both showcase bespoke, distinctive reading details. Drawer faces and doors featuring a herringbone pattern, and drawer boxes are double-sided and figured in teak. Oh, with figured teak.
Close enough.
That's right. I know you want to say something. I'm going to make you say something.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know, the one thing that these guys do really well that I want to talk about is in this industry that we have, which is very big, sometimes small shops can kind of feel like getting exposure and getting their name out there and getting recognition can be very, very difficult. And the thing that I think that is the most value with what these folks do is they give a platform to small shops, woodworkers like myself, woodworkers like out here, to expose what they do, which I think a lot of woodworkers in their industry can spend their entire career trying to get exposure and trying to get legitimacy in what is a very big industry and some very big projects. And so I think that you know, this is certainly a selfless thing, in my opinion, that Veneer Tech does as promoting the good of the industry. Certainly the work that we get to do, I always like to feel that this type of work is a privilege to be allowed to do. I'm not quite sure why we always get these projects, but certainly awards and exposures from the folks such as Veneer Tech, I have to say, help with that process. And so getting up every day and being allowed to do the best work that you can do, starting at 7, finishing at 9 o'clock, and doing the same thing day in, day out, and it never gets old, is an incredible privilege for myself. I have an incredible team, obviously. This is not just myself. We have a team of 5 very talented craftsmen that sacrifice a lot. They go around the world with us. They go to faraway destinations to put this work in. They don't always come back for Christmas, so sometimes the wives are a little iffy on that one, but they sacrifice a lot. And so it takes a lot to do this. It takes talent, drive, some great technology, and so trying to make that all come together as a small shop can sometimes be very challenging, and you kind of think, well, am I really making a mark or not, or am I just, you know, out there as this tiny little commodity? So I think that what Veneer Tech does is, if more companies can do that and help expose not just the big people in the industry, but the small people that may do incredible work, but they never get the opportunity for the right people to see it and be put in the right position to be able to expose it. I think that that's super important, and so thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Stick around for some photos after we finish this. The distributor for the grand prize winning entry is certainly Wood of East Aurora, New York, and the sales representative was Greg Engel. I don't think they're here with us, but so that pretty much concludes it. But I want to give out a special shout out to Adams and Longino, Jamie and Charlie. They're in North Carolina. They put a lot of hard work into this thing, and without them, I wouldn't be standing up here. So thank you, Jamie and Charlie. appreciate it. Wish you could be here. I hope they're watching it now. Yeah. So thank you very much. If we could just get some photos of the winners. Tim, you want to add anything? Thank you, Tim. Thank you, FDMC.
Well, ask a salesman if he wants to add anything. Come on, give me a break.
You want me to tell him about the convenience?
No.
No.
I do want to. I just have to recognize one more time Veneer Technologies for their phenomenal contribution to the industry through this. This may be recognized as a branding exercise for what they're doing, but it's far deeper than that. It's far more than that, because the way they have structured, Jamie and Charlie put this thing together, as Alan said, and the way they structured the program was to allow competing companies to come in and be a part of this. It doesn't matter who the supplier is to them. It really is a true altruistic effort on their part, and we thank you, Alan. You guys do a wonderful job. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And that wraps up our program for the night. Thank you.
Was it? Yeah. Let's. You want to do?
Cut to it though.
How do you want to do these photos? You want to do individual and then a group, or how do you want to do it? I mean, sure. You want to do individual photos?